Good morning everyone. So today we're at a Seat Alhambra and it's a TDI model and it's 2014. So the customer's complaint with this one is at the weekend they went to start it and there was no response. So they phoned out the patrol, I think it was the AA, and they came out and said your battery's flat. So they put a new battery on it. There we go, a nice Bosch one, £280. So that was put on by the recovery service and the car went fine for a couple of days, but then the lady phoned to say I'm only getting clicking coming from the starter motor. So we've tried it this morning and it seems to start every time. So I thought, is it the starter motor or have we got a parasitic draw? So let's go and look at the codes and see if that gives us a clue to what's happening here. So for proof of concept, we'll just see if it starts. No problem at all. Try it again. Yeah, all good. So we've done a code scan. So let's see what's in the ECM. So we have a P304400, starter motor does not turn, mechanically blocked or electrical malfunction. And a P304200, starter activation, return message terminal 50, short circuit to battery positive. So these are both passive and sporadic. So looking at the codes, you see starter motor or wire to the starter motor. What else? We've got in here. Pinch protection sensor operated continuously. With sliding door. Oh, nothing to do with us. And fuel gauge. Lower limit exceeded. Oh. It's a bit low, but maybe there's no any fuel in the thing. So before putting a starter motor on this, I think we'll check it for a parasitic draw. Maybe that's the easiest thing to do. So I've got the little amps clamp on and we're round the two wires at the battery, so we're pulling 1.3 amps. So let's go and lock the car and see, watch this drop. So here we go, lock. So we went up initially. And then we'll go down. Now the bucket motor has just arrived. Oh, it's been Kardashian. So I've put the latch down there just to make sure that the alarm system comes on, or the mobiliser comes on. So you can see it's staying quite high at the moment. Let's go and have a look to see if... Is there any light on here? I don't know. Sun's that bright this morning. Can't see now. Let's give it 20 minutes or so. We're staying at 1.60 amps. Now I've disconnected the scan tool, so we're alright there. This is a great wee meter, this. Maybe take it up from zero, let's see. One, zero again. Holding steady at 1.2 amps. So that's been 5 minutes and we're still holding at 1.25 amps. You can see that the alarm is armed because it's flashing. So we're just waiting here for the amp meter to slowly die down. But what we have found, based on these codes that we looked at, see if we go to this back door and Roddy pulls that handle, wait till you see this. I don't know if any lights come on, but we'll watch the meter. Right, Roddy. So you see that jumps away up. Is that normal? I'd assume not. So when we're doing that, Roddy, any lights come on in the dash? In the car? No. Got a nice sunroof. Nothing at the back. Alright, we'll wait and we'll try the other door. And we'll watch the meter. So Roddy's got to try the other door. Right, Roddy? Oh, it jumps up with that door as well.
That's what they close the alarms on.
Right, try the. We'll wait till it dies back down. Right, so go try the front door. No any response. So it's the two back doors. But that maybe is normal. Don't know, but why then is it the amperage staying high? But there's a code for the back doors. Yep.
What's it saying about the code?
Right, so we'll wait here 10 minutes and the meter has just dived. 0.0, so that's 50 milliohms. Milliohms? Milliamps. That's perfect. So let's take it. So we'll take that and zero it. Put it back in. I mean, a battery that size should. That's 90. So even at that should be fine. You shouldn't be losing. Go and hit that handle again then, Roddy. So it jumps back up as soon as you touch that back door. Let's see how long it takes to get back down. So that was under a minute from actuating that door and it went back down to normal. Whew. Let's go and start her up. So let's try it again. No bother, as I would say. Hear that? It mounts it over here. So these back doors are power operated doors, so we just hit that handle and voila, isn't that nice? Let's try and see if the other side works. Just go like that.
Oh, I want one of them.
And they'll get you. I'm showing our friend Lionel, he's not got a car like this. Watch this, Lionel. Look at that. Now that's what Lionel needs at his age, isn't it, Lionel?
No, you're not getting one, Lionel. I can't get one.
Hey. You're rubbish. So we're going to test this door, see how many amps it pulls. So we're sitting at 4 amps now. Right, just go for it, Roddy.
What finger do you hold?
Any in, my man. It shoots up to 20 amps and back down to 5. So
That's no good for me. See if I was on a mission, that door's taking too long to open.
you're on a mission.
I want a door to open just like that.
You see, it takes less amps to close it than to open it. Go and do that again, Roddy. This is opening. It shoots up to about 20 amps. Right. Shutting. Aye. About half the amperage to shut it than to open it. So this car takes 8 minutes to go to sleep. So I don't think we've got any other choice than to put a starter motor on it. So there is a starter motor there, underneath the front of this. This is the passenger side at the front. So I just took that hose, twisted that back a bit, and we've got good access here now. That's a turbo hose into there. We've got a wee look somewhere for this pump. Well, that's oil right enough. Where's that come from? But I think this is just held on by 2 bolts to get that out. So it helps in this job if you remove this air box in its entirety. So it just pulls up for the bottom here. Disconnect the air mass meter and place it to the side. There we go. So we'll have wonderful room now. We can see the top of the starter motor and get these electrical connections off. There, it's right there. That saves us mucking about underneath. So that's the starter motor out. So that looks like original equipment, but I'll tell you, it's got quite the longest bolts to have this thing in. There we go, that is long. and trying to get this plastic thing off. I'll show you that. That's a paste as well. That one came off all right with a little hook in behind it to lift it up. So there's plenty of room there. I'll show you from underneath what came off, but I don't know if I see that. Earth maybe looks a bit green, but does he?
Aye.
Who knows? It's getting a starter motor anyway.